Okay, students, now let's learn a little bit more about the suffix ER and EST that we practiced in our drill. So, ER is our suffix here, and we use that suffix when we want to compare two different things. Okay, we're only comparing two things. So let's take a look at an example here. I'm looking at my base word here, which is tall, and I'm adding my suffix er, taller. So that means that one giraffe is taller than the other giraffe. There's only two giraffes. Okay, so we're comparing those two giraffes. So we use that when we're comparing two things only. Let's take a look at our other suffix we were looking at. Suffix est that says est means we're comparing more than two things. Okay, so if we have two giraffes, we're going to use but if we have three giraffes, we're going to use the suffix est. So this giraffe is the tallest of them all. Okay, so I've got three giraffes here. He is the tallest of them all. Let's take a look at another example. We've got ER. Remember, we're comparing two things when we use the suffix ER. So my base word here is small, all, my glute sound all, smaller. So I'm going to compare two things where this little mouse is smaller than this mouse. Now, let's take a look at EST when we're comparing more than two things. This mouse is the smallest of all three mice. So I'm comparing three different things, and I could be comparing 20 different things. I would use smallest. I would use EST. So now let's take a look at our suffix types. So we've got our vowel suffixes and our consonant suffixes. Remember, the suffix starts with a vowel, it's going to go in the vowel suffixes. That's why we call them vowel suffixes. So let's take a look. Let's do ER first. ER, it starts with an E, so that's going to go into our vowel suffix column. And then we've got EST, that also starts with an E, so that's going to go in our vowel suffix column also. We've got our poor one consonant suffix over here, but don't worry, we'll get more consonant suffixes that we'll work with. So now let's take a look at a couple more words. So I've got my word here. Let's tap it out. Fast. So I've got this girl, and she is faster than him. We're comparing two things. So I'm going to use my suffix er, faster. Okay. Now I've got all these kids running, and he is the fastest of all of them because now I'm comparing three different kids. So I'm going to use my base word fast and add the suffix est, fastest. Okay, let's take a look at one more. Oh no, she looks so hot. She's wearing shorts and flip-flops and a tank top. She's sweating. And then look at her. She's so cold. So this girl is colder than this girl. There's two girls, and this one is colder. So I'm going to use the suffix ER. Great. And like when we practice our R-controlled sounds, it makes the sound. Now my word is colder. Colder. Now let's take a look at one more. Cold, colder, coldest. I'm comparing three things, so I'm going to use the suffix est. So here's my base word cold, and I'm going to use my suffix est, coldest, coldest. Great. Now I want you to take out your whiteboard and your marker, and we're going to do a little bit of writing. Okay, now I've got my whiteboard and my marker, And if you have one, that would be great, or a paper and pencil, that's fine. So we're going to write out our first word. And remember, we tap out our base word and then write the whole word. So I'm going to write the word quicker. So I am quicker than my husband. And so let's tap out the base word quick. Quick. Great. Now we're going to write quicker. So we'll start with our base word. Yeah, great job. If you caught that it's a QU, I've got a buddy letter there. I've got a short vowel and the k sound, so I need to add a C. Okay, quicker. Quicker. Great. I'm going to underline my base word and circle my suffix. Quicker. Quicker. Great. Now I want to compare my husband, and my nephew Cole. Well, Cole is the quickest out of all of us. So I'm going to write quickest. I'm going to keep that same base word, and now I'm going to add my est suffix right here, like my tallest giraffe. So here we go. Oh, let's tap out quick again. Quick. So make sure we have all those sounds there. Now we're going to write it. Don't forget your buddy letter. Quickest. Quickest. And I'm going to underline my base word and circle my suffix. The quickest. Does yours look like mine? Great. And you've got that digraph there? I hope so. Now, I want you to take out your monster book or your student notebook, and we're going to look at that page 26 again. So you've got your student notebook, and we're going to turn to page 26 where we have our suffix ER, ER, and EST. Okay, so page 26, I'm going to write it on my whiteboard so you can see it. 2, 6. Look for that page. Pause the video if you need to. I'm going to erase my whiteboard and we're going to write 2 more words. Okay, you ready? So our first word is going to be the word softer, like the bunny was softer than the horse. So let's say softer. Now say soft, which is the base word. Tap out soft. Soft. Now we're going to write softer. Here we go. Softer. And I'm going to underline my base word. Oops, there we go. And circle my suffix. Softer. Great. So I have my bunny who's softer than my horse, but then there's a chinchilla. Oh, and they are the softest of all. So now I'm going to write the word softest. So let's say our base word soft and tap it out. Soft. Now let's write softest. And remember, we're writing this in our student notebook on page 26 under the section, I'm reminding us, that says EST right here. So we wrote softer here and we're writing softest here. I'm going to keep going. I forgot to remind us of that. There we go. Softest. There we go. Now I'm underlining my base word and circling my suffix. And I have my word softest. Great work, students. You learned so many new suffixes. Excellent job. There's a little activity where you can practice your suffixes if you want and keep up the good work. See you next time.